Hey, hello champions. Welcome to this session where we are going to do a quick lab on EFS, that is Elastic File System. So I'm going to split this entire lab into three simple videos. The first videos we will be creating the setup. In the second video, we would be actually executing all the steps of mounting the file system and doing our testing. And in the last video, we will actually delete or scrap the entire setup that we created. So in the first video, this part, let's quickly create the entire setup, or let's quickly create the setup that we need. So quickly sharing my screen. So I believe you are logged into your Amazon console. If not, I want you to log in quickly and search for EFS, that is Elastic File System. Once you click on this, you'll come back to this dashboard. So let me click on this. We'll come back to on this dashboard. I want you to click on the create file system. Okay. And I want you to select the default VPC as of now. And let's name this file system as demo-EFS. I'll say create. And you can see it's going to create a file system for now. And demo EFS, this file system is being created. It's still under creation. If I quickly show you, I wanted you to see here that uh, in the default, automatic backups are enabled with this file system, and it has got this DNS name as this entire DNS that you can see. Okay. And if you go into networks, be able to see that there are different mounting points created in different AZs. Okay, so these are still under creation. I'll give it some time for getting created, and you can see these are created with under same security group. Let's wait or give it some more time to get created. Meanwhile, what we'll do is we'll create two instances. So basically, what we are going to do is we are going to create this kind of setup here. Okay, so we are going to create two instances under a security group called WebSG. This is a different security group. Okay, we'll have two instances so that I show you that whenever you mount this file system on both these instances, whatever you changes that you make from one instances, you'll be able to see the same changes on second instance and vice versa. So that's why we will be creating two instances under security group called WebSG. Okay, and we'll be creating the NFS file system in the default security group, which is what we did right now. Okay, and here in the default security group, might have to allow NFS port for WebSG security group so that this instances can connect to the NFS file system. Additionally, in the WebSG security group, you might also want to allow the port SSH, that is 22, so that we can log into the remote systems. So let's quickly go ahead and create two instances. So I'll go back to my EC2 console, and please make sure you are in the same region. Okay, so I'm in North Virginia region, and in EFS as well, I created the EFS file system into North Virginia. So in the instances, you can see this instance are terminated. Let's ignore this. What I'll quickly do is I'll quickly say launch instances. Okay, and I'll say this as demo. Yeah, let's call it EC2 is already there. So let's just call it as EC2. We'll call this as EC2 test. Okay, yeah. And instead of one instance, let's keep it two so that it will create two instances in a single shot. I'll go with the default uh, thing. And please make sure you give the key pair which you are able to log in, for which you have PPK file. Okay. So I'm going to give a key pair for which I have PPK file. If you don't have, please watch my previous videos and create a PPK file for yourself. The security group, I already have a security group with the name web. So I'm going to select that. Okay. And you can skip this user data. If at all you want to give, you can give the user data, or you can skip. I'm going to simply skip that and say launch instances. So let's see if the instances are ready. So if I refresh this, you can see two instances are coming up, EC2 test. Let me rename this as -1. Okay. So EC2 test -1 and EC2 test -2, so that I know which one I'm trying to connect to. Okay. So for quick identification, let's type this. In fact, let me filter it with best so that I can see only two instances. Okay. So now the other thing that we have to do is we have already created two instances. We have created EFS file system. Now, since I would be connecting to this EC2 instances, let's ensure that the security group, which is WebSG. So in the security group, I need to allow SSH. Okay, so this is a default security group, and this is a web security group, and where I have my instances. So I'll go into web. Okay, I'll go into inbound rules. You can see there are no rules. So I'll simply add a rule. I'll say SSH so that I can allow or connect to my instances. I'll say save rules. Okay, so what I quickly do is I'll quickly try to log in using putty on both these instances. Okay, so I paste this public IP. You go into auth credentials, upload your PPK file and say open. And there you are on your EC2 instance one. So I'll say EC2-user. Okay, and here I'm going to say sudo to hyphen so that I am with my root account. So you can see I'm logged into one of the instances. Now let's connect to the other instances. Okay, I'll copy this public IP. And again, I open the second terminal of putty. I'll copy the public IP of second instance. Again, I'll go to SSH. I'll put my private key and I say open. You can see we are logged into the second instance as well with the name EC2-user, that's user. Again, I will say sudo su hyphen, and you can see I'm logged into both the instances to quickly show you. So this instance is with the public IP 150.233, and on the when you are on the instance, you'll be able to see the private IP. So the private IP is 22.2. This is one of the instances, and here is another instance. Okay, so this is another instance with IP 31.29.3. So if I go back on first instance, you can see this has got a private IP 29.3. So these are the two instances that I'm logged in. Quickly taking a check on my file system EFS. Let's quickly give a check whether those file system are created, and you can see this file system is available right now. So that is what we had in this quick session where we have created the setup. In the next session, what we'll do is we'll try to quickly mount those file system and we'll try to connect. So I'll see you in the next session. Cheers. Bye bye.